As I was highlighting the enigmas within the women's division for the women's evolution, I said that Bianca Belair hadn't really been there for the women's evolution, rather that she was coming off the height of it. After saying that, I felt like she still deserved to be recognized for what she has accomplished so far. Bianca has been a rising star in the women's division and had been one of the best wrestlers in NXT, and has been the one best thing about the main roster women's division since late 2020. So in this video, we're going to be looking at why I say Bianca Belair is the most important woman in the WWE right now, and will be for the next few years. I know that is extremely controversial to say, but I stand by it. To start off with the video, we're going to start at the very beginning of her career. Bianca Nicole Crawford was a track and field athlete as she attended high school and would soon have a career in CrossFit and athletic competitions. It was during one of these competitions that she would catch the attention of WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry. Henry would suggest that Belair try out for WWE even though she had no prior professional wrestling experience, and he had even gotten her a tryout himself. She was hesitant at first, but she gave it a shot anyway. Bianca would end up getting offered a contract with WWE, and she signed with the company on April 12, 2016. From then on, Bianca Belair was born. It wouldn't be until January 26, 2018 that Bianca would become a regular wrestler on NXT. Bianca instantly made a name for herself as the EST of NXT, and her in-ring work and personality began to rub off on the fans. Bianca had athletic abilities that not every woman on the roster can match. While there were some good in the ring and some were good on the mic, Bianca Belair was a woman much like Candice LeRae, Rhea Ripley, and Ember Moon that could be great at both. Bianca was a cut above the rest, however. She built up a year-long undefeated streak of 367 days before she lost at NXT TakeOver Phoenix on January 26, 2019, in a match with Shayna Baszler for the NXT Championship. While that was the first time she lost, it didn't stall her momentum at all. Later that year, she would make history as she was part of the first ever NXT Women's War Game match at NXT TakeOver War Games 2019. She would then be a part of the first ever NXT Survivor Series team at Survivor Series of 2019. Bianca had several classics in NXT like NXT TakeOver New York, NXT TakeOver War Games, and NXT TakeOver Portland. However, it was in the Royal Rumble 2020 that Bianca Belair had her breakout performance and captured the hearts of so many. Before I begin listing her accomplishments, here's a graphic made by BT Sports that lists some of them in a nice infographic. Bianca Belair has made a ton of history even after getting called up to the main roster. She is a one-time SmackDown Women's Champion. She is a sole survivor after winning the match at a 4-on-1 disadvantage. Bianca Belair has won an Elimination Chamber match, becoming one of 3 women to ever do so, and she has won a Women's Hell in a Cell match, becoming one of 3 women to ever do so. Bianca Belair is a Women's Royal Rumble winner and a 4th woman to do so, but not only that, she has become a 2nd ever Black or African American superstar to win a Royal Rumble since The Rock. She has lasted a combined total of 2.2 hours across 3 Royal Rumble matches that she has been in, and has a total of 15 eliminations. And perhaps her greatest accomplishment is being one of 5 women to ever main event a WrestleMania, and she is one of 2 Black or African American women to main event a WrestleMania. Keep in mind, she accomplished all of these in 2 years. 2 years. She is only 32 right now, and she has so much longevity in the WWE and has so much more history to make, which is why she is important to the WWE right now. Now, for her in-ring work, as I said earlier when I was talking about her NXT career, Bianca Belair is a perfect athlete. She has the speed, the strength, and the agility that every wrestling promotion looks for. Bianca can hit 450 splashes, backflips, and front handstands and handsprings effortlessly. Bianca Belair can run long matches, which shows her speed and her endurance. Bianca Belair is the strongest woman in WWE. No one can match the strength that she has. Bianca can perform military presses like it is nothing. I will never forget the time she carried Sasha Banks over her head and walked up a set of steel stairs with her still holding on. Bianca giving both Kairi Sane and Io Shirai a KOD will forever be engraved in my mind, and Bianca Belair is the only woman in the WWE to have ever carried Doudrop or Piper Niven on her shoulders and walked with her to the center of the ring, and she is the only person in recent memory to hold one person over her head with one hand, like she did with Crown Jewel in her match with Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. Her giving the KOD to Doudrop will never get old, no matter how many times we see it. And her hair whip? Oh my god, her hair whip is something no one should have to endure, as it is not only horrifying to watch the contact, but even more horrifying to hear the contact. Bianca Belair is a great performer overall. She knows what she is doing and she knows how to work the crowd. I cannot say off the top of my head when Bianca has had a bad match, or at least a match that was below average. Even the Performance Center or Thunderdome era during the active pandemic, Bianca consistently put on banger matches. However, there is one match in her career that will always stand above the rest, and I will talk about that match in another video that I'm making. Bianca Belair is not only a great wrestler, but she is equally as great when it comes to her promos and segments. Whenever she is on camera, she instantly connects with the audience, and you can see the passion on her face and hear it in her voice when she speaks. She's just an oozing ball of charisma. She can play both the heel and the babyface really well, but Bianca is proving to be the perfect babyface every week. She is able to talk the talk and walk the walk. Whatever feud she is in, she will find a way to make you care about it. Her feud with Becky Lynch for their WrestleMania 38 match for the Raw Women's Championship is the best things right now in the women's division. Bianca Belair is and will always get over with the fans as she shines in every match that she is in and whenever she is on screen. After everything I talked about in this video, I can say with absolute certainty that Bianca Belair is the most important woman in the WWE right now on their current roster. Even when Bianca was squashed at SummerSlam in 2021, and we thought she was ruined by the WWE, I can say that with confidence, she has made a successful recovery. She is just too hot right now and has too much momentum behind her than any other woman on the roster right now. No one is really on her level when it comes to her athletic ability, and no one can touch her. She is a must-see attraction whenever she wrestles, and the WWE Universe is 100% behind her. That is it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me or not, and tell me who you think is more important than Bianca Belair if you disagree with me. If you liked the video, be sure to light that like button on fire and subscribe to join the flock. This is Phoenix4568 signing off, and until next time.